Hollywood, the romance capital of the world. It's the Newly Wed Game. And here's your host, Harry Johnson.
Welcome to the Newly Wed Game. We have two gorgeous couples here with us tonight. I am so excited. The winner of tonight's game will win a $20,000 gift certificate to the Pancake House. Let's meet our first couple. Couple number one. Met on the Real World Jamaica last year, where it was love at first sight. His creepiness and her slutty actions made them a match made in heaven. Please welcome Tony and Chastity Williams. So you guys met on the Real World Jamaica. Chastity, what made you fall in love with Tony?
Well, considering he was the third person I hooked up with the first night, I considered him very special. And I just knew that ever since, it was love at first sight.
Well, that's just so sweet. I wish I could hook a girl like that. Now let's meet couple number two. They met at the weekly salsa night at the local YMCA, and it was love as soon as their eyes met. Their friends tell them they are the perfect couple. Please welcome Shaniqua and Butch Love. So Shaniqua, what made you fall in love with Butch?
Well, it was pretty obvious. It was his manly, badass attitude and his deep, succulent voice. I've always been into the badass type, and Butch just screams that.
I can totally see it. I wish I could be half the man he is. Now I'm going to ask you ladies to head backstage for me so I can ask your men a question. So Tony, what did you and Chastity do on your honeymoon?
We went to see Hannah Montana on ice.
Butch, where did you and Shaniqua go for fun?
Well, every Sunday we go out to East Hollywood because they have the greatest little fashion shows, lots of leather. Anyway, she has got the best fashion sense possible, and I just love that about her.
Okay, so let's play the game. Tony, your question is, name the sexiest thing about your wife.
I'd have to say her feet. I love touching them with my tongue.
Okay, and Butch?
Well, I would have to say that thick, long, blonde, Rapunzel-like hair of hers. Sometimes I think about just cutting it off and making myself a wig.
So, girls, you can come back on stage now. So, ladies, we asked your men a question, and now it's your turn to match their answers. A correct answer will earn you 5 points. Chastity, how did your husband answer this question? What is the sexiest thing about you?
I would have to say my feet. He's always touching them and smelling them. I think he might have some fetish.
Well, let's see what Tony said. Now, Shaniqua.
I think my baby said my name. He always says it was the reason he married me.
And what did Butch say? Now it's time to ask the ladies their question. Gentlemen, would you head backstage for me, please? So, Shaniqua, how do you and Butch spend your Sundays?
Well, we usually just sit in the house. He loves dressing up in women's clothes, so occasionally we go shopping for those. And he loves when I give him facials. Wait a second.
Chastity, how does Tony make you feel special?
He knows how to make our love life really exciting. He's always hiding in closets and popping out of nowhere. And he's also creeping up behind me and smells my hair. It makes me feel special, and that's what I love about him.
Now, Shaniqua, your question is, if you could change one thing about Butch, what would it be?
I'd have to say his skills in the whoopee making department. there's this little excitement, and it's the same every time, from behind.
Ouch. I've heard that plenty of times in my day. And what about you, Chastity?
I'd have to say, Tony is great at the whoopee making. But the thing I would change is the way he doesn't communicate. I wish he would just talk to me more. He just sits there and stares at me all the time with this creepy stare.
Well, let's bring the men back out. Well, guys, we asked your ladies a question, and you must match them to get 5 points. So, Tony, we asked your wife one thing she would change about you. What do you think she said?
I think she would say she wished I talked more. I talk. She just talks too much.
Leonard Chastity said, and Butch?
Well, I think my little Pookie would say nothing. She tells me I'm perfect every day.
Let's reveal what Shaniqua said.
How dare you! Ah! You'll ruin the day you mess with me, Shaniqua love! Ah!
Tony and Chastity, that means you are our winners of the $20,000 gift certificate to the Pancake House. That is all we have for tonight, folks. Thanks for watching. Wait. Ladies, I'm single and looking. Look me up on Facebook. I am so desperate, please.